We begin the first Iran Protests Weekly program of the Persian calendar year 1404 with the protest of the brave farmers of Isfahan, who due to 4 decades of environmental destruction now look with sorrowful eyes at the Zayanda River, which has turned into a dry waterway. The brave farmers of Isfahan began the new year by demanding their rights against the violation of their water rights for their agricultural lands, which are their only source of income and livelihood. The massive demonstrations by farmers, supported widely by the people of Isfahan and neighboring cities, were in some cases attacked by the regime's repressive and criminal forces. But the farmers resisted and pushed them back with persistence.
در مردم زدن کوه کردن اینجا شادپوره همین حالا دوستان شادپور حمله گامیزور گابه
In the first days of the year, the farmers held demonstrations and protest gatherings, which have continued until now, raising their voices against the governmental-run water mafia. Let's look at some parts of these gatherings. Now let's take a look at other cities in the country, where the streets witness the widespread presence of retirees who, after a lifetime of effort and struggle for the prosperity of this nation, now, due to the plundering policies of the government, find their meager livelihoods shrinking daily and their backs bending further, under the burden of high prices and inflation. In Isfahan, steel retirees held a march, raising their voices in protest with slogans that condemned the government's lies and injustice. In Avaz, Social Security retirees also held a gathering on Sunday, raising their voices against the regime's plundering, looting, and injustice. Let's watch parts of these gatherings. Tehran also witnessed a gathering of retirees on Sunday with the slogan, cry out against all this tyranny." On Monday, the cities of Tabriz, Sanandaj, Hormozgan, Marivan, Bijar, and many other cities across the country witnessed the widespread presence of retirees protesting their deplorable living conditions. Let's take a look at parts of these gatherings. Oil industry retirees in Avaz also protested on Tuesday by gathering in front of the Welfare and Pension Fund building in Avaz. They voiced their protest against the failure to address their rightful demands concerning living standards and health care. Now let's look at the protest gathering of a group of Air Force personnel in Kermanshah, protesting the confiscation of their housing cooperative lands, which they had purchased years ago. These lands have now been taken from them by a verdict from the regime's oppressive judiciary in favor of the municipality, enforced by repressive police forces. The protesters chanted the slogan, "Our enemy is right here, they lie when they say it's America," voicing their protest against this blatant theft. This week, on Tuesday, coinciding with the 63rd week of the No to Execution Tuesdays campaign in the country's prisons, several families of political prisoners sentenced to death gathered in front of the notorious Evin prison, demanding the cancellation of their children's death sentences. On this day, the families held pictures of political prisoners and carried placards reading "No to Execution," demanding the immediate revocation of the criminal execution sentences for their loved ones. On Tuesday, the city of Jam in Bushehr province witnessed a massive outcry from the hard-working workers of the Fajr Jam gas refinery, who marched in protest against payment discrimination, unpaid arrears, and the disregard for basic workers' rights. In the past week, we also witnessed a gathering of hardworking workers from the Haf Tapa sugarcane complex protesting the water shortage in the sugarcane fields, and a protest gathering by investors of the state-backed Rehan Tak carmaker in front of the Kazvin Justice Department building.
تجمع نیروهای فصلی شرکت هفت تپه که به دلیل آوردن هاروستر از کار بیکار شدند. امروز 6 فروردین 404.
This marks the end of the Iran Protests Weekly program. With the hope that we have been able to reflect parts of the voice of the Iranian people's protest at the beginning of the new year, we bid you farewell until our next program.
Follow the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran on YouTube, Facebook, X, and our website.